Hey everybody, Tom from rWiiHacks here. With Halloween approaching frightfully fast, there's no better time to enjoy a spooky game. While Nintendo isn't exactly famous for its horror genre games, there are still plenty of good scares to be had on the Wii. So do your best to keep your head and mind your limbs while we explore our list of top 10 horror games.
Have you ever been playing Tomb Raider on the PlayStation and thought to yourself, if only I was a sexy vampire instead of a sexy archaeologist? Well, then I'd say the original BloodRayne for the GameCube is for you. Rain, the main protagonist in this game, is as likable as she is easy to look at. We pick up on her story in the early 1930s and follow along different points through the decade as the threat of World War II looms on the horizon. Move quickly to collect magical relics from different geographical locations and work always to stay one step ahead of those who seek to put their power towards Hitler's rapidly growing war machine. The attention to detail given to the voice acting and story for this game make up for the dated graphics and sound design. So next time you're looking for a scary, sexy time, look no further than BloodRayne. Dead Space released to a relatively poor reception, but has since managed to become one of the highest rated horror genre games for the Wii. The plot centers around a mining colony, Aegis 4, where the sudden appearance of an ominous monolith has caused most of the crew to either mutate or go insane. Play as multiple characters with unique perspectives on the situation as you work to unravel the truth behind what happened before it's too late. And feel free to bring a friend along for this two-player rail shooter, if you're too afraid to face it alone. But be wary, not everything here is what it seems. Similar to Dead Space, Ju-On: The Grudge was hated by critics upon release. That aside, the game has grown in popularity over the years with a rise in game streaming platforms. People love watching other people get scared, and this is a great game for it. This is the first Japanese horror title on our list, and shares its name with a series of Japanese horror films, which are all directed by the same person. The main mechanic of the game involves exploring haunted areas with a flashlight. Sounds innocent enough, right? Unfortunately, every time you flinch, the accelerometer in the Wiimote will register the movement and let the ghosts know how scared you are. Good luck staying zen during this haunted house simulator. Luigi's Mansion was the launch title from the GameCube and has remained one of the console's best-selling games. We can certainly see why. Show Luigi some love as you help him ghost bust the long-dead inhabitants of his brand new bachelor pad. But don't let the adorable graphics and cutesy game stylization fool you. Luigi's Mansion still has its fair share of frights, jump scares, and shower ghosts? Okay, so maybe it isn't the scariest game on our list, but one of the members of our mod staff will admit to being traumatized by the ghost of baby Chauncey when he was a kid. And yeah, we can definitely see why. But play it anyway because it's charming, well written, and it sounds great. It even won a BAFTA for sound design directly after release. If that can't convince you, boo will. If you're looking to entertain a younger group of ghosts and goblins this Halloween, or if you're just looking for a 4-player title, Mario Party 9 has you covered. Choose from 12 playable characters before you hop aboard the magic carpet and take a haunted ride through Boo's Horror Castle. Collect as many mini-stars as you can while King Boo watches you intently from the many portraits hanging on the walls. Compete in a variety of slightly less spooky minigames to experience the full capabilities of the Wiimote controller, and work together to conquer boss battles in order to pass their gates on the board. Why not roll the dice and take a chance on Mario Party 9? Obscure 2: The Aftermath is rare in that it was released across all platforms including PC, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, and of course Wii. The story picks up 2 years after the first Obscure game ends, with previous events now long covered up and forgotten. We catch back up with the surviving characters right before they discover that a strange new drug introduced to their college fraternity is causing a fresh outbreak of mutants on campus. Without intervention, the virus threatens to spread from the university into a national crisis, and you must do what it takes to cull the infection. Similar to other games on this list, the bombastic sound design carries the dated graphics and cliché storyline tropes. The score is on par with what you'd find in a high-dollar film production and features full orchestra and choir with heavy metal instruments sprinkled throughout. Play by yourself or in co-op mode and see if this will be the cure for your boredom this Halloween season. Project Zero 2, also known in Japan as Deep Crimson Butterfly, was originally developed on the PlayStation 2 in 2003 and ported to the Wii 9 years later. The main draw of this game is the camera mechanic, which had been used in games before 2012, but never as your character's main defense. Use it to explore a Japanese village that seems lost in time as you work to free your sister from a strange trance. Snap an image of the ghosts to reveal them and progress the story. But keep in mind that your actions and decisions throughout the game have weight and will affect the ending. The painstakingly crafted storylines of this series certainly aren't for the faint of heart, or those who are easily triggered by dark themes. And there's no option for cooperative support to be had. Some even tout it as the scariest game ever made, so maybe take a peek for yourself? Originally released on the GameCube in 2005 and ported over to the Wii in 2007, Resident Evil 4 is likely the most widely known and well-received game on this list. Play as Special Ops Agent Leon Kennedy while you work to rescue the President's daughter from a dangerous cult. Manage an inventory full of guns, ammunitions, and special weapons like grenades, and use them to defend yourself against a seemingly endless onslaught of infected villagers. Gameplay alternates between a traditional first-person shooter perspective and sporadically occurring QuickTime events which keeps the player on their toes at all times. The voice acting is among some of the best in the genre, and the character performances continue to win accolades from critics and fans alike. When it comes to the horror game genre, this game is the total package, so why not give it a shot? Silent Hill Shattered Memories is a creative retelling of the game's flagship installment, released on the original game's 10-year anniversary. Play as Harry Mason and search Silent Hill as you piece together clues and solve puzzles to figure out the truth behind the disappearance of your daughter. The game also cuts to deep therapy sessions, which you're psychoanalyzed and asked a series of questions that will ultimately shape the story. Use your in-game smartphone as a way to send and receive text messages, calls, GPS directions, audio tours, and more. But be aware, the environment of Silent Hill is snowy and unmerciful, and feels more like a character than any of the NPCs you'll meet along the way. Ghosts lurk around every corner, both literally and figuratively, and you can never quite shake the feeling that you're being followed. The Calling, which was developed exclusively for the Wii, was also released in 2009 along with several other games on this list. While it isn't the first game to use the mechanic of a cellular phone, in The Calling, your phone becomes your primary way to communicate with the spirits inhabiting the area you explore. It does so by using the speaker on the Wiimote as you wend your way through different settings including a school, home, cafe, hospital, and others. As you explore, you'll learn more about the lore surrounding a mysterious website, the Black Page, which people wrongly assume is a safe method for them to reunite with lost loved ones. Utilize whatever you can find as a light source, whether it's a flashlight or a candle, and communicate with the spirits to discover what happened to them. The game progresses in a slow and unnerving way while you interact with objects and solve puzzles to progress the point-and-click style interactions. Will you answer the call and make it out alive?
And that wraps up our list of spooky games you can play for a scream this Halloween. We are dying to know what you thought, so leave us a comment down below and tell us which one you're looking forward to trying. Like and subscribe to support the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications if you'd like to know when we come out with new content. Or join the discussion on Discord. Links for everything are down below. We'll see you guys next time.
You like this?
It's very nice. It looks like Hallowiin.
This is my exact inner structure done in a t-shirt. Exactly medically accurate. See?
So in other words, if we were to take all your flesh and blood and
Take them off.
You'd see exactly.
This is what you'd
It wouldn't
see.
be green, though.
It is green. You know, see how your blood looks blue?
Yeah, well, that's just the vein. I mean, the color of the vein. I mean, the blood is actually red.
Oh, well, maybe it's not green. I don't know. Anyway, this is what we sleep in sometimes.
Yeah.